The Allies had barely landed at Normandy when the idea of a monetary fund began to move rapidly from concept to reality. The idea was that by working together to increase world economic welfare, nations would also increase the chance of political peace. With war still raging, the foundation was laid for the International Monetary Fund. In the summer of 1944, in the remote mountains of New Hampshire, the staff of the reopened Mount Washington Hotel was preparing for the gathering officially known as the United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference. One of the intellectual godfathers of the IMF was Harry Dexter White, who was already anticipating the Allies' victory.
The fund is essential to winning and preserving peace. That is why the representatives of 44 nations here in Bretton Woods are taking steps to prevent a repetition of the currency chaos which has usually followed in the wake of war.
The conference was guided by British economist John Maynard Keynes and Harry Dexter White, a U.S. Treasury official. Both Keynes and White wanted to structure a way to avoid repeating the mistakes which led to the Great Depression, when world trade collapsed and commodity prices were shattered.
The proposal is, it is up to the rest of us to stand behind the credit of the devastated and undeveloped countries and take, each of us, our share in guaranteeing the lenders from ultimate loss. The whole world will join together in a mutual credit pool to shoulder risks which private investors might be unwilling to run.
They did what they'd come to do. On July 22, 1944, in the Gold Room of the Mount Washington Hotel, the delegates in small groups provisionally signed the Articles of Agreement for the IMF and the World Bank. In 3 weeks, the delegates had accomplished a remarkable task: a system for economic cooperation which they hoped would result in a better, peaceful, and more prosperous world.
There's never been such a far-reaching proposal on so great a scale to provide employment in the present and increase productivity in the future. We've been working quietly, away in the cool woods and mountains of New Hampshire. And I doubt if the world yet understands how big a thing we are bringing to birth.